Welcome back, everybody, to episode, can you believe it, number 5 on my initial Let's Play playthrough of Jian in Total War 3 Kingdoms. Take a quick moment to refresh ourselves on where we left off. We're still recuperating from a tough battle to take over Zhongling livestock farm. In fact, we have one more cavalry unit that is convalescing for a couple more turns before I get it back. So we are definitely depleted and weakened. Our appointments last time, we had just appointed Liu Fan and Lady Wu to Chancellor and Administrator, so they're helping out the bonuses within my Sun Jian's forces and territories with some positive effects in both of those positions, increasing income from peasantry, public order, income from industry, lowering construction costs, yada, yada, yada. I won't go over every detail, but that's what we've done. We're pretty soon getting ready, I believe, in Changsha. We're going to have a small city. We're finally going to have some walls around Changsha in a couple more turns. And Badong, we're still taking a hit from this force being here to our public order, but we're going to be upgrading very soon to the next level of woodcutter camp, so he really cannot, I'll feel ultimately safe that he can't do anything to me. Just looking at the map, I got a couple more turns, I think, before Sun Ce becomes of age. Who knows? I wish there was a way, and if there is, I don't know how to check it, but I don't know how to check when he'll come of age. I don't know if it's next turn, 2 turns, heck, 6 turns from now. I just don't know. But I think I'm going to assume it's going to take a little while, and I'm going to take Sun Jian, since I'm feeling with Liu Biao sitting right here and not doing anything in a very weakened state. His forces are so weak. I'm feeling more confident. Let's see if we can do something with Liu Fan and take him out of here. At least that's what I'm thinking. Let's change his stance to force march, see how far he can get. Yeah, let's just bring him up here. Let's go for it. Let's take him over to Badong, see if we can earn him some experience, getting rid of them, stop having them make that hit on our public order, and have an impact that way. Also, I noticed up here we have Lady Wu ready to have us invoke council, give us a new mission up there. And she would like us to address the issue of overpopulation. And what she wants us to do is construct a building from the following chain: settlement, administration. Well, guess what, guys? We already have one of those being built down in Changsha, so in a couple more turns we will accomplish that mission and gain some support from the peasantry. Will satisfy all our commanders for a while, and especially Lady Wu will become extremely satisfied if we tackle that mission. So that's kind of just going to happen on its own, so that's nice to have in our back pocket. I do want to take a look. Something I've ignored and not really looked at closely is I now, with the taking of that commandery, I have a connection between myself and Yuan Shu, although I see nothing saying we can get a trade agreement. So I don't know if just having a common border is enough, or if I have to have a road connection to his lands. I just don't know. I mean, heck, you can argue we have river traffic connection going up there, but maybe for game purposes I need to have a land connection for the trade to see. I'll have to look into that and try and figure that out. But let's take a look at our best bud up here, Yuan Shu, and let's go into a regular negotiation. And it shows trade partners. He is trading with Cao Cao up north, but he has an open trade route. I have 2 open trade routes. So, for some reason, we cannot trade, even though we've got a common border. So it must have something to do with roadways or some kind of path that we need. Let's take a look at Cao Cao while we're at it. We don't have any common connection there. He is trading with Yuan Shu. Is he open to a non-aggression pact, maybe? Kind of thinking, well, I kind of get in my north. If I can knock out Huang and Liu Biao and kind of get a little comfort zone to the north, I can start expanding south, east, west, however I want, and have a little buffer between me and other factions to the north that I may have to worry about. So let's see if Cao Cao has opened anything. I don't know if he'll want to form, and I don't know if I want to form a coalition quite this early until I find out the lay of the land and who's leaning which way. And no, I don't think he's going to go for anything at this point, and I'm not going to pay to get that negative 52 working in my direction. So I guess that's an option that's not open to us right now that I don't want to take. So let's just take the next turn and see where the game takes us. Oh well, wouldn't it have been nice to have made a deal with Cao Cao after all? And maybe it would have been worth it to overcome that negative attitude to get a non-aggression pact. But anyway, we're at war now with Cao Cao. I think we do have a little buffer with He Yi up here between us and Cao Cao. I'm going to be curious. I forgot to look before. I don't think they're at war, but I do think it's just basically a buffer that he's going to have to move through unfriendly territory to get to me. So hopefully that'll be enough to slow any immediate moves by Cao Cao on me. So we are now at war with yet another faction. Just what I wanted, right? Lady Wu and Sun Jian. Well, it's nice to see they're working together. You know, some people, they work together in the same job and they become horrible enemies. But for this couple, it seems to be working. We have someone new heading into our area. Let's take just a quick peek, see if it's anybody worthwhile. Zhang Cun, I guess the C's are more with a TS sound from what I'm hearing. Relations, he is with Yuan Shuko. He could be a spy for my best bud, but I'm more inclined to take him. But since he's a vanguard and not a kind of more unique unit, I have Sun Ce that I'm going to wait on to become my new vanguard that I want to hire. So I don't think I need to hire this guy right now, but it's nice to know he's there. And yes, in Badong we have upgraded to a woodcutter camp, so that has been completed for us also. So let's take Liu Fan. He's still in forced march mode. The only bad thing about doing a forced march, can I reach? No, I can't even reach Badong next turn, but hopefully in 2 moves, whether I got to Badong on a forced march and not get reinforced, I can hopefully get to this Zhuan Fan in 2 moves of regular moves, and also then be reinforced for the 2 moves that I'm getting up there. So we'll take off the forced march. I kind of did the forced march out of Changsha because I was a little nervous about stopping my turn right here under regular march. And the forced march, I wanted to have a little distance, even though he's extremely weakened and it looks like he's taking attrition. I am not the strongest force moving right by him, so I just didn't want to tempt Liu Biao to move on my guy. So I think what we're going to do is just take off force march, get a little reinforcement action going on here, move up to Dong, see if we can clear out the negative impact on my public morale up there. That's the plan. We'll see if I can accomplish it and if it'll do any good. Zhangling, we still need a lot of replenishment up here. My heroes, my generals are a little on the weak side. It'd be nice to get them to full force. Let's see, if Cao Cao was to come down, he'd have to cut through He Yi, the Runan iron mine. I got to worry about Huang. Now he's in this city, so there's no way I would attack the city right now in a depleted state, maybe at full strength along with his garrison that's there. So right now we're just going to go up to these crossroads, kind of park it out. We can still get replenishment there, kind of have impact on anything moving through the crossroads. In fact, we're going to put ourselves puff of magician smoke, and we are in ambush mode. Let's see if that can help us out. Maybe somebody stumble across us while we're replenishing there. Let's take a look at the building. We have nothing ability. We have the ability to build something in Zhangling. What can we do there? We could upgrade to a large town, and that would, what would that do? Increase commerce. I also have the ability here to increase commerce by 30, although it's a lot more expensive. Let's just take a increase because my food at 6 isn't great, but it's good enough for the moment. to give me some flexibility. I'm going to see about upgrading to the next size of town. And then it's a little less money spending to upgrade the pier or the jetty or whatever it's called. And it leaves me a little money in reserve should Sensei come of age and I can start recruiting his army. So that's the play. That's the way we're going to take it. Reforms became available this turn, I see. And while I have unused trade routes, I don't need to expand there for any trade routes. Trade influence, I can't even do any trades right now. We'll do that if we need to down the road. I don't have a lot of industry available right now. So yes, I do want to increase my industry income once I get relevant commanderies. We could increase from peasantry. I don't have a lot of peasantry income. I do have more having taken over those livestock farms. So I think I'm leaning between needing to recruit another army, lowering my recruitment costs, and increasing income from the peasantry. And early game, we'll see if this is the right move or not. I'm all about trying to increase my income. That's why I went up the commerce ladder. And so let's take a look at the peasantry ladder now that I got a little more peasantry income to impact by getting that extra 15%. And we'll call it a turn and see what we can make happen this next turn. Let's see, we got Liu Biao shaking in his boots. He wants to sign peace with us. If he offered a lot more, maybe I'd think about it. But I want to be able to complete my mission to knock out Huang and consolidate my power here. I'm not as concerned with defeating Liu Biao at the moment, but if I make peace with him, that also makes peace with Huang. So we're going to reject it right now. Cao Cao I do have to worry about coming down from the north, but I got a little, it's not a direct route. It'll take him a little while to move through enemy territory. Oh, we got some movement Huang, and my ambush failed. That's kind of not good. We're now on an open field battle. Well, half forested, half open field with a river running through it. And force-wise, we are in the same boat yet again. We are outnumbered big time by at least 300 or more forces. I am the attacker, so I guess I can choose not to attack, because he's not attacking me. He just tripped up my ambush. I'm going to do this battle. He's out of the city. This is my one chance to deplete him. Let's see what we can do with this battle. Okay, we looked at the... Okay, here we go. The Battle of Zhangjia. In the territory of... Yeah, it's not the city battle like it says. We are just in the territory of Zhangjia, I guess. Okay, we're outnumbered. We have their complete and strong generals going against us. Not that... If my generals were at full strength, I'd have no reservations about dueling and going after him. He's coming in fresh and ready for battle. So I don't think I want to go in for any duels. Just not looking like I want to do it. He's just looking fresh and confident. Let's take and get ready with my forces. Once again, he's got his archers in the rear. So we're going to take my force of cavalry, as measly as it is. Let's see, we can bring them out on the wings here, flank in the open. I think what I'm going to try, see if we can't set them up in the trees over here. Can they be hidden in the trees? Yes, they're all hidden in the trees right now. So maybe we can take them around to the side and position them, kind of keeping them hidden. So when the battle unfolds, we can just burst in on those arrows and archers in the background. We'll set up my main line over here. Before I do that, before I forget, I think I want to turn everybody off. I don't think I want to be looking at dueling in this battle. I'm just going to have to keep my eye in eagle-eye fashion on my generals. I hate to lose track of them and have them die, but that's always a risk. And we'll set up, even though he's not looking like he's having a lot of cavalry. I'm going to still take a look at having anti-cavalry on the wings, filling in the center here with melee units. And boy, I wish one of these days I'm going to learn my lesson. One of y'all is going to hit me over the head and help me change these to archers. I sure wish I had a slightly stronger archer force. I wouldn't worry as much about being outnumbered and wouldn't be as... I wouldn't have to lean on my cavalry as much. Not that they're much to lean on in that weakened state. But we'll get these archers in the middle and then finish off on the wings with the anti-cavalry G-militia, the halberds. We'll start up off on the hill just in case somehow they want to come at me. I'll be in a hill position. Not that that's much of a hill for them to have to run up to get me, but that's where we're going to play it. I'm going to bring my depleted medium axemen to the wings to help provide support if necessary. And I'm going to bring my generals. Let's just get them all behind the line. And my archers, we're going to place out in the front of the attack. Okay, let's also make a quick access group for the horsemen. Everybody else will be in the center. I'll probably micromanage them. Now let's get this battle started and see where it takes us. Do we see any initial movement from them? They're going to react to my positioning a little. That's about all it appears to be. Yeah. So let's see if we can start working our cavalry off to the side. I can't see exactly where they are. Let's bring them over here, see if that keeps them hidden. Let's go over to my archers. In fact, let's just take this whole army and reposition. We're going to have to be the attacker. Yeah, they're just moving side to side right now. They're just repositioning themselves. So we're going to take my own army and see if we can... Yeah, I saw this little farm building over here. We're going to position over against this farm building. Because yes, it is impassable. That's going to help my flank on the left side of my line. And is he moving up towards my cavalry? Is he seeing them make a move? No, he's just repositioning based on my line. So we'll see if we can't get myself positioned, since I am going to have to be the attacker. Unfortunately, if the ambush had worked, that would have been a fun little battle. But this is not an ambush. Now he's still sliding around. We just got to make... Yeah, okay. He's just moving from side to side, moving his forces around. So we're okay repositioning at this point. Let's speed up the action on my repositioning. One of my cavalry has already... Whoops, they're still moving. One of them was hidden temporarily. I want to try and keep my cavalry hidden, keep them out of sight, out of mind if possible. They're still working on that. Try to get them in position to jump and lunge at their archers in the back row. I don't know if that'll be possible, but that's the plan. You know, best laid plans. Hidden units in ambush. Yeah, well, I found his own ambush hidden units, eh? I wonder if I dare move up. Yeah, they're fairly far away on the other side of those trees. I'm going to see if he will allow me to move my... Yeah, it looks like forest there. I'm going to try and move my cavalry even closer so they have a better time. And I don't know why I just clicked on stopping them there. See if we can move them hidden there without him reacting. And let's see how I'm positioned over here. I don't think I'm going to need you on this flank with those sitting right there with the impassable farm on that side. So we're going to bring you over to this flank, my heavy archers, and then we're going to try, since he's got melee in the front row, we're going to see if we can just move up with my archers and piss him off. Maybe he will attack me after all. And since I'm on the attack, I won't have to attack him so much. I like that idea, as you know from, I believe that's the strategy I used in the last battle. So we're going to try that same battle whenever possible. I really do prefer, especially when I'm outnumbered, to try and entice them into attacking me. It's not as big a deal when I outnumber them because I can afford to take some casualties. But when I'm outnumbered, ooh, I try to play it a little more careful. Okay, it looks like my cavalry's in place and hidden. over there, even though they probably saw them moving, hopefully remaining hidden. We can get them to forget about them. And let's see if we can take some pot shots against their line here. Let's move. Get your feet wet, guys. Let's move in and see if we can get some of their frontline units weakened over here. We're going to be close enough. Let's take off until I maneuver myself closer. Yeah, we're going to have to maneuver just a little bit closer. Let's get up there fast. Get you guys in range. And we'll do it just one more step forward. Sorry if that's boring as I edge forward, but I don't want to get in range of those archers, and I got to do it piece by piece, trying to be careful. Okay, let's take off. Fire by will. Now these guys, now all of a sudden they're very tired. I could have sworn, so he must have been forced marching on his turn. I don't think that moving back and forth that they did was enough to make them tired. So I'm going to focus in on the halberds because they don't have the swords to block some of my archery shots. I believe the swordsmen, yeah, I see the swords now right there. I mean the spears, excuse me. They do have shields. So I think I'm going to be more effective against the halberds, and that's where I'm going to face my attack. We can see if we can see any effects. If that 50... Oh, you can see some of these guys are massively bloodied already from the arrows. So yeah, the blood pack is working. And you can see multiple arrows flying into these guys. And so far we don't have any movement, and we've got them to retreat. Let's see if we can do some damage over here to these halberds. Oh, we're gonna move in range of their archers. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up, guys. I don't want to be shot at by them. I want to do the shooting. So we got some halberds moving back, and in fact they're moving forward, period. So are they going to continue moving forward? They're making a lot of some kind of moving. So let's bring the archers back. Yeah, we're going to bring them back on this side, along the back. Run, run, run so you don't get all shot up. See if they're going to come at me. This is my dream. This is my dream. In my best dream, this is what's going to happen. What are we doing over here? He's still protecting his archers on this side. I don't like that. Not a good point to bring in my cavalry. This is a time I wish I had brought my cavalry on this side to go after their archers, because he's got free reign with his archers over here once they move forward, unless he moves close enough for mine to do some return fire. Okay, I do have some shots here. So I will be able to do some damage with his archers. He's bringing his cavalry around. I'm going to bring my cavalry over here, see if I can run into some of these archers and deplete them. That's what I brought him here for. Let's get some of these archers depleted. My arrows have depleted that, but he's taking shots on my melee units, and they're already weakened. I'm not thrilled with that, so I need to get my cavalry over. Up, and now his main force is moving forward. So much for getting my cavalry in on the action. And he sees me over there, so he's moving his spearmen to get over there too. He's trying to shield his archers. Good for him. So I'm not happy about being depleted on this side. I'm going to bring you guys out. Help me out. Disrupt some of these archers. I got to keep my eye on you. You're weak. I don't want to lose you guys. But I need you to help disrupt these archers, because I am not going to be able to utilize my cavalry, and they're weakened already. I'm not going to run them through some spearmen. They're just going to have to be my flankers. No, stay away from their generals. Don't let them come after you. Lady Wu, I don't like you out there. You are weak. You are the weak one out of this bunch. Gotta keep eye on those health meters. Sun Jian, I don't want you getting too hurt either. I'm going to start bringing you guys back. It's getting hard to keep an eye on you guys. I don't like the positioning of those halberds. Let's bring you back. We disrupted their firing. Not like you being tied up out there. We're going to start bringing you around on a flank position. See what we can do on this side. Huang guy, I'm not thrilled with you out there. Let's get a power move, see if you can do some damage even though we're not dueling. Sun Jian, we need you coming back. We need a rear charge on these spearmen. Come on, Sun Jian, you're very weak. I gotta get you generals out of here. Oh, Sun Jian, listen to my own. Don't change what I gotta do. Don't change my mind. Don't change my mind. Not happy with that. They got caught up. Got to bring my halberds forward and help out on this line. His general is doing some damage here. I got archers doing nothing. They're not going to do much against him. But I got to get some guys brought in on the back of his line over here and provide some frontline support. Because right now it ain't cutting it. Get the halberd, see if you can break away, get some protection against that cavalry. Huang guy, you gotta cut away, cut away, cut away, cut away. God, I'm just getting slow. You gotta come through here for me. Come on, get clicking, Greg. Get clicking, Greg. Let's do it. Time for the cavalry to come back. They're going to have to do some rear charges to help me out because I'm not maneuvering well enough here. Come on, halberds. Do some damage on that infantry. Relieve. Relief. That's what I need. Relief. Can we get their center line weakened over here? We've got to do something against these halberds. Come on in the rear. Keep hitting it up the rear here. Keep hitting the rear. Lady will get you back out of there before you get weakened and I don't notice. Come on, we gotta get rid of these swordsmen in here. Okay, I've got some swordsmen making a move on some of these swordsmen. Be nice to get some of their generals out of the way. Okay, we got one faltering. We got one faltering. That's where I'm going to focus my own weakened generals. See if I can do some damage there. The horse cavalry, the halberd finally took care of them. But my own lines are faltering here in the center. Sun Jian, get out of there. Sun Jian, I said get out of there. We gotta do some damage on their generals. My cavalry's just sitting there. I forgot all about them. They're being of no use to me. I'm watching too many things, losing track of too many things. Okay, they're regrouping their swordsmen. Let's see if my generals... I don't know. I don't even want to bring him over there. He's too weak. He's too weak. Do you have enough strength to get over there? Can we do some damage on their general? Got a lot of their troops running. Are they going to rebound and regroup? Sun Jian, I'm not happy with you in there anymore. You got your power move off. Break off. Break off. Huang guy, you don't have it. Lady Wu, he's weakening. He's enemy is fleeing in a lot of spaces. Oh, we got rid of that general when I wasn't even looking. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, we got these forces over here. Let's get the arrows on the arrows. Halberds, I'm not going to take you out with my cavalry because they are not a good matchup. But I have a little bit left back here. Lady Wu, you're getting weak now. I'm not going to bring you in. I'm keeping my eyes. It's not uncomfortable having generals with this low health involved in this battle. We got these halberds right here. Cavalry, get out of there. If I accidentally clicked on you, I am so sorry. Lady Woos, let's start running down some of these units that are running away. See if we can weaken them so we don't have to come after them when we win this battle, because I'm feeling a lot more confident about winning this battle now. We just got to knock out these halberds now over here. I just don't want to do it with my cavalry up here. There we go. They broke on their own and we have victory. And I'm going to get the hay out of this map and take this victory, even though it was wretched against us. These big battles challenging my ability to keep track of everything that's going on. Oh my goodness. We're left with similar forces. Probably would have behooved me to go and chase him down some more, but I chose not to. I was exhausted after that battle, and I didn't want to risk losing a general. Look at that. Oh, I think we managed to wipe him out. That would be amazing if that's happened. And now he still exists. Look at that. He's still got armies left. I can release, gain some money, employ. She's not a useless unit, but I don't need her. Boom. They aren't gonna like me. I need replenishment. I need replenishment. I need replenishment. Okay, he's very weakened. I'm feeling okay with that decision not to chase down units because he looks like he's weakened and I can take him on. Now, Huang demanded a guarantee of autonomy from Liu Biao. So he's still alive and want Liu Biao to loosen his grip. I'm fine to see that happening. And my small city has been built. So hoorah, we get some support and bonuses from completing that mission. Rivals, who are we looking at? Huang and Sun Jian. They are rivals. Well, duh, we just had that big old battle. And let's take up here. That's mission success. Assignments. Chengpu is now coming back from Changsha, so I have to remember next turn to get him reassigned so we aren't wasting his abilities sitting in court doing nothing. And there is that small city that we just built. And my ambush, well, so much for that ambush. It failed, so you don't need to remind me and tell me about that. Let's wrap up this turn. Let's get into Badong, or can I reach him? I don't know if can I reach? Yeah, I think I can reach him. Now he's fortified here. I hadn't noticed that before. It looked like he wasn't. I think what I'm going to do then, with seeing that he's fortified, I'm just going to move into Badong itself for one more turn of replenishment, because if he's fortified, that means I have some towers I need to worry about. Still no negative ill effects from public order. It just means he's not draining as fast as I thought. But if I got to go into a fortification with towers shooting against me, I can't be too depleted in my units, I don't believe. So let's go into town, Badong Lumberyard, and hold out there. He's looking amazingly depleted here still. In fact, he's got units needing to convalesce all over the place. Sun Jian, I think we're going to see if we can't just follow up and finish what we started. Can we reach him? Yes, we can. And I got mega superior forces. I think what we're just going to do is delegate this one. Got him. Oh, oh! I'd say the blood pack makes the animations a little more graphic, wouldn't you say? Gain a little heroism from that. We're going to still focus on replenishment because I am depleted, and if Cao Cao were to move down, we got to be careful here. Oathsworn, Huang, Sun Jian, they're feeling good in their battles together, that they've been successful, although highly depleted in being successful. We got so many convalescing units. We're not close to full strength in the ones that still remain, so we got to watch ourselves. We can't leave ourselves too open. In this state, I don't even know that I'm strong enough to take Huang or Zhangjia. I do not know. So we'll think about that. We did get a promotion from Huang Gai. Let's see where we want to take that. We can increase an already amazing stellar resolve. We have reach that'll improve our movement. We have earthen rampart, which is charge resistance, amazing charge resistance, but we tend to be lately at least a little more on the attacking side, even though I'm trying to get them to attack me, so maybe charge resistance isn't such a bad thing. But since I know I need to take that city nearby with the walls, and we haven't really had to deal with that yet, I'm going to do the patience, so increases rate of wall settlement damage during sieges, and I just have to remember when we do move to take over that city, I put him in command so he can take benefit of that. So that's my choice. And I'm sticking to it, and I am now because I clicked the button. We're stuck. We're looking at just under 3,000. My income has improved a tiny bit with that lumberyard over there. I think what we're going to do is call this a turn. We haven't seen a move from Cao Cao, which I didn't expect because we got some separation from us, but we got to remember we are at war with Mr. Cao Cao. And this is a good place to leave it. I want to thank everybody for sticking around and viewing this episode. Hope you stick around and can't wait for the next episode to see where Sun Jian takes leadership of his faction.